Welcome, everybody, to episode number 32 of The Heel Turn. I am, of course, Big Ralph TV, back once again with the homie, Don, Josh. Two-man episode. The other two, Hot Tag and B. Kelly, couldn't make it today. But we're going to hold it down like we always do, man.
Yeah, they're still stuck in the Firefly Funhouse, so we'll hopefully see them around the same time we see John Cena here in the next couple of months.
No doubt.
But we should mention this might be the last episode of what you guys know as the heel turn as we transition into the new title, which is going to be the Working the Leg podcast, featuring the only man who cares about working the leg. It will be a one-man show.
Was it working the leg or the knee? Working the knee.
I forgot. I think you said both at one point. I think the last one you mentioned was working the knee, but I feel like working the leg sounds better. you can apply all kinds of holds to the leg.
We'll have to think about it. Get some votes. We'll get some votes, man.
It does roll off the tongue pretty well. I will say that.
Yeah, I look at it as there's other heel turns. Like if you do a search for the heel turn, say you missed it and you want to check it out, if you don't go directly to my channel, there's other heel turns. So, maybe we might need to switch it up, but we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. There's just some fun banter we were having in our group chat earlier today. But yeah. So
could work the knee though.
Work the knee. So we'll go ahead and start off like we usually do. Let's go ahead and recap the week. And then today we are going to go ahead and give our double or nothing predictions, just in case the way things are looking these past couple of weeks. We haven't been very consistent with our heel turn / working the leg episodes.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and knock out the predictions here early just to be safe. But yeah, is there anything you want to talk about? I know you were saying that you had one specific thing you wanted to touch on from the week.
I did. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Is it Hot Tag?
Nope.
Damn it.
One thing that I wanted to touch on this week, and let me adjust the camera. Let me adjust the camera here just so you can see the.
So yes, the only man still wearing the gear. Thank you for contributing.
Yes. This is what I wanted to talk about today. The one topic that before we get into double or nothing. So reports are that WWE finally released the Velveteen Dream, who, man, I held Velveteen Dream in such high regard. Such high regard. He was the future to me of WWE. Of course, you guys know I love the New Day. Like the running joke is the Blacks and Samoans, right?
Yeah.
And man, I just saw so much potential in Velveteen Dream, as did everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody who spoke of him as if this guy eventually is going to be main event in WrestleMania. He's got the natural talent. He's got the charisma. Put the rocket to his back and send him straight to the moon. But these nasty text messages, or at least the allegations of it, because nothing was ever proven that he did it.
Right. It was all allegations.
Yeah. And like this happened, a year and a half ago?
Yeah, we were still in quarantine. I remember because it was before it was definitely before December. Because he was still wrestling in December.
Yeah, he still was wrestling for a bit. But
yeah, the allegations had broke well before that.
Yeah. So it's been a while. And man, I thought once he came back and he had the street fight with the Undisputed Era and all that stuff, I was like, okay, maybe it's over now. But then if you are on Twitter or anywhere else, social media, you'll see people constantly talking about why hasn't he been fired yet and bringing up the text. But nothing had been proven. There's nothing that had been proven. You are innocent until proven guilty, and he has not been proven guilty. However, I do feel like that whole case is what has ultimately led to him being fired. Like the negative publicity that comes from that whole the allegations of that is what led to him losing his job. And I mean, if he did do it, and he had been proven to have done everything that they're talking about, get him out of here, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
But you never truly proved that he did anything, and it just that like a lot of these releases have happened over the last month since April 15th. You know, between the main roster and the NXT roster, a lot has happened. But man, this one bothers me, man, just because he was one of my favorites. He was one of my favorites, and I saw a huge future for the guy. And it just seems like, man, did he mess himself up?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm in the same boat where I was like, I thought that everything should have been there should have been something, some concrete evidence that said like he was, lack of a better term, guilty of what he was alleged of. It has come out, a lot of stuff has come out that says that he was just a very unprofessional guy to work with, and he was not pleasant backstage. I think all that together is definitely definitely the allegations set it in motion, but I don't think he, from the reports and stuff you read from other websites and everything, say that he wasn't doing anything to
turn it around.
Yeah, to turn it around, to give people a sense of, hey, this guy, he's just in a bad situation. He's not really a bad guy.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So I agree with you. It's probably, it might be one of the when we look back on it, maybe the biggest waste of talent ever. Maybe at least in NXT, like wasted potential. Like that guy, like no matter where he was on the card, he stole the show.
Definitely.
Every time he came out. And he was definitely one of my favorites to watch. Was it 2018, 2019? He dominated that whole year.
Hell yeah, he did.
Man, so I was crushed when I saw that, because part of me was like, okay, if we just keep him off TV for enough time, not rebrand his character, but like his attitude, if he comes back very, not apologetic, because that would assume guilt or anything like that. Yeah. But, if you just come back with a sense of like, this is just a bad situation, I'm trying to be a good person scenario, then I think we could all come together. And as long as it was proven to be false and they, the allegations were proven false, we could all move forward with it. But he didn't give himself much of a chance for that. And now he's gone. I don't know if any other company will touch him, honestly.
I was just about to ask you, do you think that he can, because there was the terrible allegations against Rich Swann. And Rich Swann is doing well right now.
He's doing really well. But I think Rich Swann has shown that he's about turning himself around and like learning from his mistakes. He's a little older. I don't want to say like too much older, because again, like Rich Swann is still just, hovering. I think he's below 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like 29. So he's like 4 or 5 years older than Velveteen.
Velveteen needs a little bit of maturity.
Just a little bit of maturity, I think. And hopefully he gets that. Hopefully this is the wake-up call. I wouldn't mind seeing him in someplace like Ring of Honor, honestly. Come back, get his definitely that'd be a good place for him to build his character back up.
Go over there with Jay Lethal.
No, Jay Lethal's in the company, but not over there with Jay Lethal.
Put him with Jay Lethal, it'd be great.
Put
everybody with Jay Lethal, it'd be great.
Lethal Dream. The Lethal Dream.
That has it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Book it.
Look at you.
Pay me for it, though. Pay me the royalties. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, he finds himself and finds what he needs to move forward. But yeah, it is. It's disappointing.
Yeah, that's all I really wanted. That was the main thing that was kind of bothering me. That was the whole reason I put this shirt on today.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's just a sad situation. So much waste of talent right there at the Dream. Hot tag with the comments. Can you see those comments?
Yeah, I can see those comments. Yeah. So
if Impact TNA, I still want to say TNA. If Impact would bring Rich Swann over, then I mean that's not the best of publicity.
Yeah, but I will say for what he's talking about is at a point, Impact was literally just trying to stay afloat.
Yeah,
I don't think Ring of Honor is in that position where I know they just got rid of or they mutually parted ways with what was his name, the villain Marty Scurll.
Yeah,
on something that was pretty similar. Some allegations that came out while he was over in the UK between him and not an underage girl, but just a younger girl. Because I think the UK's age of consent's a little bit lower than ours in America.
Mm-hmm.
So there was some allegations came out, accusations against him, and they decided to mutually part ways, him and Ring of Honor. And he was pretty much the head booker for Ring of Honor. So I guess I didn't take that into consideration. Oh, Hot Tag might have a point here. You should just be in front of the camera to tell us.
Yeah.
Here
Instead of tuning in. Do we need to discuss Monday Night Raw?
I don't think so. There was no fallout from like the zombies that happened this past.
We do need to speak about something from Raw. We do need to speak with The Miz. Potentially, the reports are that he tore his ACL. So Miz is going to be out for like 9 months. First major injury of his career.
Catches everyone eventually.
And he finished the match. This guy, he's not going to ever get the credit he deserves. This is the second time that Miz has got messed up in the match. And he, like, Cena smashed this guy's head on the concrete and he finished the match and beat Cena at WrestleMania. Unconscious.
Never forget.
Unconscious and is like has no memory of his biggest WrestleMania moment because he was out of it the whole time. And then now he gets his ACL torn. And I know the exact spot that it happened. It was when what's his name?
Damian Priest.
I'm doing that again where I can't think of names. Priest comes off the ropes and lands on him, and Miz instantly like grabs at the knee, like real quick, and it was a pause in action for like a second, and then Miz got up and went on. He got thrown out the ring and everything, and I was like, oh, okay, well he must be fine. And then the next day, his meniscus is or not his meniscus, his ACL is torn. Yeah. Like, damn, man.
Yeah, he's a tough son of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I know he's one of your favorites, so that's the only reason we brought it up and put huge light on it.
Yes.
Here on the heel turn / working the leg / the Miz is awesome podcast.
That's the next title. The Miz
is the next title right afterwards. I don't think did anything else happen on Raw that was groundbreaking, earth shattering. Kofi Mania 2 is about to start running around.
Yes. He's totally gonna get destroyed.
Definitely.
By Lashley.
Definitely. He'll probably last a little longer.
Yeah, but he did have they played it like it was gonna be the same thing at the very beginning. He ran. Lashley picked him way up in there, smashed him down to the ground. I was like, damn, they're about to do this again.
Damn, Kofi. Ain't learned your lesson, huh?
Yeah, like stop running and jumping. Like that is not your strength. Like you were light in the ass. They're gonna pick you up and destroy you. But he actually kicked out of this one and finished the match and got the victory. He beat Randy Orton and Bobby Lashley in the same night.
Yep.
I think that's pretty impressive.
Kofi Mania is running wild.
That's gonna earn you a title shot.
Yeah. I hope it's not in the cell because he's gonna get murdered.
Yes, definitely.
I don't think it's going to be in the cell, but he might get one the week beforehand, and then Drew and Bobby will probably end up in the cell, which if that does happen, that's got to be the end of it. Like Drew has to go away from the belt for a little bit and just do his own thing. Just do his own thing for a little bit. He can come back later, but Bobby needs somebody new to fight after that.
Yeah.
After that. I don't think it should be Kofi right away, but he definitely needs somebody new to step up after that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No more Drew. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of it too.
Give him the belt. Either you give him the belt or put him at the end of the line. Like
Right.
no more Drew. I'm tired of it.
It's that time. That'd be the perfect time to bring Keith Lee in after that.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything from NXT do you want to talk about?
I actually did not watch NXT this week.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened.
I'm trying to remember what would have happened. Also, I'm struggling right now. I remember some of the backstage segments. I think Raquel Gonzalez punched one of the dudes from Rise. That was funny.
Didn't the big guy beat Johnny Gargano?
Damn, that's tough. The steel cage match, yes.
I haven't gone back to watch it yet.
Yeah, the Colossal. Yeah, Bronson Reed beat Johnny Gargano, which is awesome.
Yeah,
I think that was the right move. I love Gargano. I love him as a heel, just like I love him as a babyface. He's killing it right now. But that was the right move. This Reed, he definitely put in that work. He looks like he's a monster, that dude. So I'm glad he's got the belt for a little bit. We need more babyface champions.
No, we don't. I'll go back and watch that after this. I think that's the only show I didn't watch this week was NXT.
They do that. I do be missing out on NXT, or that's the last one I watched. Just because I don't know. I'm so used to Wednesdays being AEW night.
Yeah.
So
I think Tuesday is what's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waiting for Wednesday, and then it's it was a show.
I missed it.
Yeah, I gotta remember that Tuesday is also wrestling night.
Right. We got
Thursday is the only night that we don't have.
I mean, until you start paying for Impact.
Oh, that's right. You said it was on what, Twitch?
Yeah, you can watch it on Twitch.
I'm gonna have to do that. I keep because with YouTube TV, it's not on there.
Yeah, I know.
Get it separately.
Yep.
We're jumping into AEW.
The best part of the night for me was when Eddie Kingston stole the Young Bucks shoes. That was it. That was it for me. As a sneakerhead, I appreciated that.
Good. You know what? There's usually a hot take almost every episode, and I'm gonna give you a hot take here, and one that old hot tag's not gonna like. Two things, but they relate to the same thing.
Okay.
Eddie Kingston and the Young Bucks are making me like Jon Moxley more than I've ever liked Jon Moxley. Like, I don't like the Young Bucks, but when
they're heels,
I love heels.
You're not supposed to. They're heels, right?
I love I love heel. I am a huge fan. Like everybody, with the exception of the New Day, that I'm enjoying in wrestling right now, are heels. I even like that Aleister Black came back and kicked Big E in the head. I enjoy that, and I love Big E. I like Apollo Crews. I love heels. I don't like them. I like Kenny Omega. I like Kenny Omega. I appreciate Kenny Omega now. I like the whole segment with them trying to bribe Orange Cassidy out of the.
That was great. We knew to do that, so we printed out a second one for you. That was fire.
He was about to rip it a second time. I love this, man. I love this, but I don't like them. It's something about them that I'm just like, these guys are trash, man. I don't know what it is.
Then they're doing their job. I don't know what to tell you, Rap. They're doing their job. You're not supposed to like them.
Maybe they're amazing heels that they make a guy that loves heels hate heels.
Yeah, that's just really good heel work because I hate them too.
I cannot stand them.
I
didn't like them very much when they were baby faces either. But
I didn't either. But now I can. Now my hate is justified.
Yeah,
that's all I can say is now the hate is justified.
When Eddie Kingston said, "What do you say?" They were talking about the super kick party. He was like, "I don't super kick. You don't super kick. Do you have the super kick to be able to get into that party?" I laughed my ass off at that part. I was like, "Stop making me a fan of Moxley." What are you doing? Now I'm cheering for Moxley to beat them. This worked somehow. They swerved me.
That means they're doing their job. It means they're doing a great job.
They watch this show is what it is.
Yeah, so they're working their way up to hot tag. He'll be next then.
Yeah. He loves Mox. He's gonna be a huge fan of Mox.
He's gonna be a huge Mox fan by the end of this.
He's gonna get a Moxley shirt. But yeah, I think I missed the last maybe 2 matches of AEW. I watched most of it, and then I think I ran to do something and got carried away and missed the last little bit of it.
Yeah, it was the Varsity Blondes who were actually turned out to be really good tag team. They lost to the Young Bucks. That was when Kingston and Moxley came down and stole shoes, which was fire.
Yeah.
The match before that, though, I can't remember exactly which one it was. It might have been Anthony Ogogo versus Austin Gunn.
Man, he beat the hell out of that dude, man.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I appreciate
punched
that.
him in the ribs like a million times, spitting up blood splatter on him.
That was good. That was good.
I mean, it was good. It was good work, but damn, man, beat the shit out of that dude. This guy's dad is Billy Gunn, man. Hot Tag said don't skip over Britt Baker. I didn't. I watched that part. Rebel hit her in the back with the crutch. Sheeta.
Yeah, hit Sheeta in the back. Yeah,
hit her in the back with the crutch and still lost. I was like, how do you use the crutch and still lose? Like, how's that happen? That's the part that when we were talking off camera that I said that they're making this blatantly obvious that if there's one thing that is guaranteed to happen when we make these predictions here, there's one thing that's guaranteed to happen is that Sheeta's run is over.
Mm-hmm.
They're making this like terribly. Oh, she just hit the 1 year mark of being. And the next Friday on Dynamite, that we're gonna give her a tribute to her year.
Yeah, the tribute thing was
It's like, come on, like you're about to lose.
Yeah, you're lucky they don't put names on that title. Otherwise, you might as well just change the name right now. She's walking around with Baker's title. Should just say DMD.
Pretty much. And then Britt, was she DDT her to the title?
Yes.
Yeah.
She put her face on it somehow.
Yeah. Britt Baker, future women's champion. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed money right there.
Just dropping it in right there.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we can go ahead and make the predictions. I don't feel like there's not much left on. I mean, do we need to talk about SmackDown? The main event was amazing.
The main event was awesome. Awesome. I didn't want to touch on it because I remember when it first happened, you and Hot Tag were a little bit skeptical of it, and I believe you still might be, but I was willing to give it a chance. I just want to bring it back up now. Apollo Cruz's character, I get it. The Nigerian prince, he had a big deal with the spear and everything. That was what really drove it home for you guys. It was just like, maybe going a little bit too far overboard with it. But is it not the best character? I mean, comparatively that he's ever done, obviously. But is it not just like what he needed? Like his promos, like I did not know this dude had this much charisma. I can't believe it. He's not the same dude that's been around the 5 years previous, and I am hooked every time this man starts talking.
Only thing I didn't like was the spear. I was like, okay.
Well, I know you guys had a little problem with him going in the accent.
I get it though. I get it.
Okay.
I think the switch of it was a little much at first. Like
there was no way you can't do a slow burn accent change. It's kind of he's building up for weeks. It's starting to get a little bit more African.
It was quick. It was like one day he was talking like this, and then next week he was like this. Like his accent change. I was like, wow, man, where's that been for 6 years? But hey, man, he's doing great. Like you said, every time he speaks, then it captivates you, man.
Yeah,
it's like, why haven't we let this guy talk for all these years?
No idea.
Did he have to become an African prince to talk? The accent brought out the charisma.
He's one of my favorite characters on SmackDown.
Yeah,
he definitely is. And the only reason he's not my favorite is probably because Roman would kill me if I said otherwise.
Yeah, don't mess with the head of the table.
No. And Jimmy's probably gonna be dead next week also. So let's go ahead and take a moment of silence for Jimmy Uso, who won't be appearing in the month of June.
I love that segment. I love everything that's going on with the Samoans. The Samoans are running SmackDown, and it's just, except for Tamina and Nia, only because that's getting old now. Not because it wasn't a good moment that Tamina finally has a title, but it's like, how many times can those two teams fight? I'm tired of seeing it. Let's get that out of here. Shayna should be heading on to fight for a singles title at this point.
Yeah.
But beyond that, the male Samoans are doing the damn thing. It's so many storylines going into that Roman and the Usos and Seth and all of that. It's all tied in. Cesaro's in there. There's so much going on that centers on that storyline.
Yeah, it's
so
awesome.
much that can happen. Like we're gonna get the blow off match of Seth and Cesaro, of course. That's probably next. But then I feel like at some point Seth is coming for Roman. But who do you turn heel or face if they're both heels in that situation?
I don't know, man.
Heel versus heel.
Hey, they're so crazy. Both their characters are so crazy. I'd be all about it. I'd be totally for it.
I'm in one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm totally in for this, no matter what. But yeah, and I'm so glad that live crowds were announced again.
Yes.
So sign me up. I'm gonna try to hit one. I don't know which one. Hopefully, it comes a little bit further out west, and I can catch one. But fingers crossed.
Mike Robb, we were talking about Apollo. He's great, man. He's great. Can't knock him at all.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't think I was all about the heel turn when it did happen, and he's hasn't disappointed ever since. I loved it. I've loved everything about him, and I don't know what to say. Long may his title reign. Commander
Aziz, like, do you think that part is needed into the Apollo character? We're switching back and forth. I know we were talking about Samoans. We'll get right back to them, but
I don't think so. I don't think it was needed, but I don't think it hurts either.
Yeah.
I think it works because I don't know. I feel like every heel in WWE that's not Roman has to be a cowardly heel.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do it, Commander Aziz, and credit to him, he didn't get involved in the whole Fatal 4-Way match until the end, and still very, very didn't get much out of it. So credit to that. I liked it, but doesn't bother me that he's there. Looking forward to, like I said, Apollo doing great things either way.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for Apollo.
Like, who does he go against now with Big E about to be out the picture?
Probably Kevin Owens, I would imagine.
But I think Kevin's going with Sammy. So now you got nobody fighting. Apollo.
I don't know. I don't know who you throw up in there.
You got to bring somebody in. There's nobody else right now, so somebody's got to get in that spot. Who do you?
Right, not that I can think of, man. Damn, you couldn't even.
See.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you move? You can't because Cesaro. I was gonna say, do you move Cesaro into that spot now? But Cesaro he's above that kind of.
Yeah, he's in the main event. Don't move Cesaro back down.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. What does Apollo do right now?
He probably loves it. He's enjoying it. He doesn't have to defend his title. Good for him. He's gonna sit back and relax.
They'll probably keep throwing him in triple threats or something with Kevin Owens and Sammy
for a little bit
now, until somebody else is ready to get up in that spot.
Yeah, we can build somebody up. It's gonna be Rick Boogs.
No, but Shinsuke could be somebody that get back in there.
Yeah, if he gets out of this. Well, actually, no, I like him in this Corbin feud.
King of the Ring.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. I love all SmackDown. Everything from top to bottom. There's nothing bad about it right now.
No.
I would say the women's titles, but that goes throughout the whole company. That's not exclusive to SmackDown. That's not their fault.
Yeah,
it's not their fault that they're just booked the way they are. But other than that, everything that's SmackDown exclusive is amazing. So is Pat McAfee, which you were very, very skeptical or very hesitant at first.
Yes,
and he's a shining light on SmackDown, and there's no denying it.
He is. Man, if he was here, I'd apologize to him because I like his excitement. Feels like us, like we're watching it. It's not like exactly. Oh, I work for the company. I got to sit here and be stoic. It's like he's standing up and you can see he's like genuinely excited, like he's a fan, but he just happens to work for the company and has to announce. Every time they show the camera and he's standing there and he's just like, I'm like, this guy's great, man. I changed my opinion.
I love it, man.
I don't keep up. What's the deal with this Aleister Black character? I'm glad that Aleister Black is back. You can see these comments, right, John?
Yeah, I can see them too.
Okay.
So kind of asking what's the deal with it? Where was he before this? He had that eye patch storyline.
Yeah.
Where Seth Rollins beat him up so bad that he had to wear an eye patch, and that kind of turned him a little bit psychotic.
Did you see his eye?
Yes, yeah. So they're kind of
like the Kane eye.
As the little Kane eye. Yes. Yeah. That's what I was like, oh my God, that's gotta be Kane.
I was trying to figure out where they're going with the Dark Father thing, because if you saw like one of the backstage things where he's doing his interview or whatever, the Dark Father thing had a hat, and I was like, are they trying to say that he's like Taker's son or something?
Biker Taker.
Like, what is going on here? Like, is this the transition? But I like it. I like that he's back, because that's a whole wasted talent thing that you just got a great wrestler just sitting there. And now with reports of Zelina coming back, I'm like, are they going to toss her with him, or what is she going to do?
I don't think they'll toss her with him. I don't know if that's it's weird the way they cherry pick which relationships they want to be, public knowledge or canon in WWE. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they'll throw him with them, but either way, I think he's set up for success. I don't want to be, he was always good to me as a babyface. I loved him as a babyface, but he's got like this anger and intensity about him that I'm excited to see as a heel.
Yeah.
He just has this, like, he gives off an energy that's like, I'm going to fucking kick your head off.
Yeah.
And so I'm super excited for it. Hopefully they don't bring him back and then just push him to the side.
What does this mean for Big E? We've been saying that Big E is next to get the Rocket, and this is kind of like, okay, he had like a month reign with the Intercontinental, or maybe a few months.
It was more than a month, because he won it in December.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 months, right?
4 months, because he won it either the Christmas or the New Year's. Yeah.
4 months.
So 4-month reign. That's not a bad reign for IC title. I was thinking about this. I think Aleister beats Big E, and then he is set up to take on whoever the Intercontinental Champion is. Aleister is set up. He's right there in the Intercontinental title picture. Probably holds the title for a while.
Yeah.
Big E can now theoretically say, now it won't make sense, but nothing ever does in WWE. I'm away from the IC title picture now. Let me go feud with Roman. That's his out of the IC picture. It won't make any sense because he just got beat by Aleister.
Yeah.
But like I said, nothing ever does in WWE.
So you think this is all a big setup to get him over? Because I was thinking about that too, but I was like, they got to get Seth in there somehow. So when does Seth challenge Roman, or does Seth challenge Roman? Is that the end game to this? And man, we went long on this segment.
I told you and your quick recaps. I swear to God,
man, people are commenting. I gotta give the fans what they want, man.
Half of those people are hot tag. He could have been here.
You should be on the show. What are you doing? Nah, I don't know, man. I want to say.
We appreciate the comments though. That's cool. Getting that live right there. I
want to say that I don't think Big E is getting the strap or getting the opportunity.
Okay.
I would love to see him be the one to dethrone Roman. That would be awesome. And then Big E and Bobby Lashley at Survivor Series.
That'd be cool.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen because I want to see it.
That's
just
okay.
Because I want to see it. It's not going to happen.
We'll finally get our Battle of the Spears that we've been looking for. We'll finally get it.
I don't want to see anybody else but that. But yeah, that'd be great, man.
Right on. Well, before we get into, like I said, the recap being a whole episode of SmackDown. I think we've covered everything for the week.
Yeah.
Everything we wanted to touch on. So good job, SmackDown. Keep up the good work. Now we can go ahead and jump into the AEW Double or Nothing predictions.
Yes, sir.
For next Sunday, not tonight, but the following Sunday. So I'm really excited about this pay-per-view. How are you feeling so far? Could use a little bit more. Waiting for the go-home show.
I gotta see the go-home show.
Okay.
Because there are some things that I'm like, okay, that's gonna be good. But there's other things like the Cody match.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. We'll talk about it. Let's get into it. So we'll start from the bottom of the card, and keep in mind right now, as of us doing the show, there hasn't been any pre-show match announced for Double or Nothing. So I'm just going off of the card I have right now from the bottom up. The AEW Tag Team Championships are on the line. The Young Bucks defending against Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, the Sneaker Thieves.
I am. I almost can't believe I'm going to say this, man. I'm going for Moxley here. Is that the first time I've said that on this pay-per-view? Or I mean, on this on our show?
I'm sure it's not. We'll have to go back and look.
Have I ever? Moxley and Kingston, man, I'm rolling. New champs.
There's this part of me that thinks that too, like the way they're building these guys up and everything like that. I just don't know. Like, is it? He said, "F you, rap." Part of me doesn't know. Is it going to be like, man, like the whole stable, like the whole elite stable is going to have the titles for a little bit, or is it just Omega holding all the belts?
It's probably Omega.
I know it's just supposed to be Omega, but I feel like the Young Bucks have just started to get their momentum going as real dicks. Again, yeah, like I said, you and me don't really like them in any way, which means they're doing great heel work, fantastic heel work. So, but I'm gonna go with I'm gonna get some of the ire from old Hot Tag as well. I'm gonna go with Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, just because they stole their shoes and now they're gonna steal their titles on Sunday.
That's what they should do. That's
good enough for me. If anything else, if they walk out getting beat, just take more of their shoes.
That too.
It works for me.
What was the next match? Sting and Darby Allin versus Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
So this has to be Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page's moment, right? This has got to be it. I'm going with Sky and Page. Sting and Darby, I love it. I love the father-son duo, but that's being done on SmackDown. I don't know if I.
That's something that. Okay, let's stick with AEW because
we passed it. We're moving forward.
I don't want to talk about that.
We're moving forward. You can do an honorable mention at the end. Technically, it is your show. Page and Sky, they need a big win. I don't think Page is I think he won one match on Dynamite. I know he's on Dark a lot, but
yeah,
I think this is going to be the big, especially in front of the audience and everything like that, big setup to get these guys big mega heel heat. Get them put, because you don't get much more heat than when you beat up on Sting and Darby Allin.
There's a few things I don't like about this match. Sting, it was my guy. There's Booker T, there's The Rock, there's Bret the Hitman Hart, there's Sting. Like he's in that top 5 for me growing up.
All of them use the sharpshooter.
Hey man, you know what I mean? Like I love those guys, but Sting is like 62 years old. I don't want to see 62-year-old Sting fight. Even though he looked okay on Dynamite. He looked all right.
Right.
But like I don't know if it's just a fear in my head that something bad could happen after the buckle bomb. That's like had me nervous about seeing him in the ring. So I kind of don't want to see this. But the other thing that bothers me about this is you took Scorpio Sky off a team to put him back on a team.
Yeah.
Like, why are we doing this, man?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just a temporary team just to go ahead and beat up Sting and Darby. I hope it's not a permanent one, but I thought it was going to be to the moon with Sky once he won the that ladder match.
Yeah.
I thought
he had a good showing in the TNT title match in defeat. I mean, but he still looked great in the match. So I thought that's where we were going. Like, but now he's teaming with Ethan Page. I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I like to think. I think that with AEW, they give you a lot more leeway to do whatever you kind of want to do, as long as it kind of still fits within their plans for pushing individuals. So I think Sky probably has some kind of desire to work with Page.
Yeah.
And for what I've heard, I didn't know this. I don't follow the indies as tightly as some other people, but apparently Darby Allin and Ethan Page have huge history on the indies. Oh. So this is like them like culminating, like coming back together in front of like a huge global audience. So I'm excited for that. I'm with you. I don't want to see Sting get up in there. But I think Darby's going to take a lot of the beating, which he loves to do. Sting's going to come in. He's going to get whatever. He's either going to get hit with the heel hook, so it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. He's not dropped on his head or anything like that. I don't want to see him get what is it? Is it called the Ego's Edge or something? I don't know. Basically, a razor's edge. That's what he did.
No, please,
I
no.
want to see.
Please.
I want to see the edge on Sting.
Please, none of that at all.
So I'm looking for Sky to pick up the pin. Hopefully Sting does not get killed tonight or that night. But I'm going with Page and Sky. Are you?
I'm gonna go with. I can't see them having Darby lose multiple times like this.
Okay.
He just lost to not Rusev, Miro. That running dive out the ring against Miro, amazing.
That was fantastic.
That was great. I thought he killed himself. He hit Miro so damn hard. But anyway, I can't see them having him lose back-to-back like that. I mean, you just lost your belt. I think Sting and Darby win this match.
Okay.
Sting and Darby, just off of that fact.
All right. Next one up, the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle in the Stadium Stampede, which the Pinnacle have promised is not going to be a comedy match like it was the last time, which is a bummer because that last Stadium Stampede match was
great.
Hilarious. Yes.
Yeah, I loved it.
I loved it too. There's dunking Matt Hardy in the pool of reincarnation. That was amazing.
Yeah, he came back as a different version
every time.
This is great. That was when Sammy hit the cart, right?
I think so. Yeah, when he got run over by the golf cart.
Yeah.
Yes. So much good stuff in there. But the people are saying no comedy BS this time.
Man, this kind of has a fight forever vibe to it to me, between these two factions.
True, and that's the stipulation. If the Inner Circle loses, they have to break up.
Is it time for them to break up?
I think we're getting pretty close to it. Not like in that it's a bad thing. Like I still love the Inner Circle. I think it's just like for me, Santana and Ortiz can be doing so much more, and Sammy could be doing a lot more if they weren't not hampered by Jericho, because Jericho's what's gotten them this much, this much attention. So I don't think that it would be like that, but I think it will be time to break them up soon. But I don't think it's happening on Sunday. I really don't. I think they have this thing planned out for a while.
Sting is not broke, I don't think. By the way, and then they didn't build on Darby and Page history.
They didn't build on it, but they mentioned it, or at least Page did. He mentioned like how they've gone to war over the Indies and just like he's been beating up Darby for years.
I don't know. I don't know if it's time for the Inner Circle to split. I kind of like them still. I like them more still than the
Pinnacle.
even though I don't know, man. It's almost a tie. I do like that Hager seems a little bit more aggressive. I like him a lot more in AEW than as Jack Swagger and Lead the People and all that. This man seems a lot more like a big man. He seems more in the the big guys that how you build wrestling up, the Nashes, the Sid Vicious. Like he's a big dominating force. Even when he just spoke the other night, I was like, that's a big son of a bitch. Like he's gonna kill somebody. Is how I felt about watching him. And I don't know. I feel like after you toss Jericho off the top of the cell or it was kind of
it's a cell, but the cage, yeah.
Once you tossed him off of that, I think the Inner Circle needs this win.
Yeah, they got to get it back. And old hot tag is asking, what does the loss do for the Pinnacle, or what does it do to them? I don't think it does anything bad. Mm-mm. It's a stadium stampede match. It's a match that technically Jericho created. Yep. So I guess him winning at his own match, I don't think that does too much. It depends on, I don't want to say it depends on who gets pinned either, because I can see MJF taking the pin and people just being like, he'll come back on the next week and just be like, that was some bullshit. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so I don't see anything.
Yeah, it was a fluke. Yeah.
Right. I don't see that. It does kind of start to smell like 50-50 booking, but we'll just have to see down the road if it's, if it does culminate in a best of 5 kind of thing where like every member has to fight or something like that. It's going to end eventually. I just don't think it's got too much heat right now not to. So I'm going with the Inner Circle also. That stipulation usually doesn't get thrown in right away either. Not in the second match anyway, I would say.
I do at some point want to see this. We got some good teams and good people in these groups that could be doing something else. Like the Revival could be, in the tag team title hunt. Yeah. Sean Spears could be. He seems a little bit angry after. Poor waiters and shit. He destroyed that waiter for no reason, man.
I wish I was that waiter. You see that? I paid right afterwards.
Yeah, he did. They touched me
like, hey, this should cover it. Yeah. I was like, shit, beat me up. I'm afraid of old Ty Dillinger beating my ass.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
The chairman, whatever.
I like it. Be more aggressive.
I think it's cool. He's got a new aggressive attitude to him. I'm just saying, pay me.
I think they probably have one more good time of doing these group battles, and then we gotta let these guys go do other things. Not split up as a unit, but y'all gotta fight other people at some point.
Sure.
What's the next match? Who did you pick, by the way?
Oh, the Inner Circle.
Inner Circle. We're both going Inner Circle?
Yep, both going Inner Circle.
All right.
The next match is probably the easiest one to call, in my opinion. We have the TNT Championship, Miro versus Lance Archer.
I like it. I like Lance.
I love Lance.
I like him a lot.
He's incredible. He should not be able to do what he does.
Yeah. When I spoke about not Jack Swagger, but Hager, and I said he's a big son bitch. Lance Archer is a big son bitch.
He feels like it.
And he can move, man. I've liked him for a while. However, I'm not picking him to win this match. No. I'm going with Miro, strictly based off of the fact that he said no amount of yoga will be able to save.
Oh my God, Miro, he is the coldest man with a mic in his hand. I don't care what anybody says. He is dropping these one-liners that have me weak.
Oh man.
You could the snake couldn't even keep a straight face when he said that.
He tried to turn his back a little bit, but you can see him still laughing. Oh man, that was
good.
that was the line of the night. That was the
good.
line of the night.
That was good. He takes everybody's gimmick and just turns it on them, and I love it. So, yeah it's Miro for me, 100%. He's probably going to be. I know Darby went 10. I think he was going for a record 10 title defenses.
Mm-hmm.
I think Miro will break that record. I think he'll shatter that record.
Yeah, if they keep him the way that he is right now, I don't see anybody beating him for a while. I think if they would have delayed this match for like 3-4 months down the line, then maybe Lance could be the one to do it.
Okay.
But not this early into the reign.
No, this is going to be a dominating win for him this early in the reign. So
yeah,
I'm about it.
You're right. This is one of the easier ones to call. Miro all day.
Just two big guys, just
slapping meat.
Slapping meat. I'm here for it.
I'm in. Casino Battle Royal. We got Christian Cage versus Matt Sydal. Powerhouse Hobbs versus the world, basically. I'm not going to go ahead and name everybody. Who you got coming out of this?
Okay. So let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So far 21 people have been really, okay. So that's everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, because usually they do 20 people have been announced. And then, because you know how the Battle Royal, this one works, right? You got the 4 suits they drop, and then 5 people come out at a time for each suit that they drew. And then whoever drew the Joker comes out last. And that's usually a surprise entrant.
But it does say versus to be announced, though.
Yeah, but am I tripping then? Did I miscount? Because that would be 4 suits, 5 people is 20, plus the Joker is 21.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, no, 16, it is 20.
17, 18, 19.
Yep. You should have just read them. You should have just read them all, Raph.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah, because then we're going to pick somebody and be like, they're not on there.
No, I don't know. What I was asking you off camera was when we were talking about this match. If any of the 60-day contracts were up from WWE, if they could possibly be the surprise person, but none of them are up right now. With the exception of Daniel Bryan. But I do not think that Daniel Bryan is going to be in this match. But he could very well be, though. There's nothing that stops him from being in it.
There's nothing that legally stops him from being in it.
Yeah.
I don't see him. If Daniel Bryan was going to show up, I don't think he would show up just for a battle royal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go in there. He wants to see an actual wrestling. He wants to see an actual wrestling match, a one-on-one, maybe tag team kind of setup. But I think Daniel Bryan, I don't think he wants to be in, no offense, but like a gimmick match.
Yeah.
He kind of wants to rekindle his love for wrestling in like the old school Ring of Honor ways that he was just getting the hell beat out of him, and he loved that. He's weird like that.
Got the hell beat out of him on his way out.
He sure did. He said, "Here you go, kid." I'm pretty sure he's older than Roman, but anyway,
yeah, he is.
Okay, so out of all these guys, I'm reading off and we're not going to announce it on the podcast, I guess. Out of all these guys I'm looking at, who do I think would most likely win this Casino Battle Royale? I am going to go with the man who had the greatest heel turn from last year, and that is old Powerhouse Hobbs.
No on the greatest heel turn part.
Acknowledge him.
Not the other part.
Acknowledge
I too am going with Powerhouse Hobbs. I know that is a shocker, but
yeah, very much.
I predict Powerhouse Hobbs wins this. but I disagree about the greatest heel turn part. He did not have the greatest heel turn. My initial thought was Christian would win this. I kind of felt like Christian would, but I think Powerhouse Hobbs gets his revenge on Christian here. Right. Maybe it comes down to the two of them, and Powerhouse tosses them out.
Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna come down to. Also, and he said y'all high Christian's winning this. I don't think so. I don't think he's winning this one.
I don't even think Christian should be in this match, honestly.
I do. I keep him out of like any like serious feud outside of Team Taz for right now, because the whole fear was like he's gonna jump in and go straight to the title.
Yeah, you're right.
Now again, I'm for that as long as he gets beat really quick by Omega.
Yeah,
I'm for that, but that's just me.
Exactly. Team Taz needs a win. That's right. Yeah, I'm going because I don't like Brian Cage. He's on my not like list. He's up there with the Young Bucks. I don't know why. He hasn't really done anything for me not to like him.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
I just don't like him.
He's like I don't get that. He looks great. He's not the best talker, but he can move in that ring. He can move.
Yeah.
It's just not your cup of tea. That's fine. He's a heel. You're not meant to like him.
I am, because I love heels. I am anyway,
a heel. Bonus point. So is Daniel Bryan your to be announced? Is that who you're going with for your to be announced? Because I have one.
I can't think of anybody else but I'm also only thinking WWE side.
Right.
So,
right.
You probably know better than me.
I do. Well, yes. Thank you for saying that on camera. Keep this one. Change this heel turn to episode 32. Josh knows better than Raph.
I'm editing this out. Somehow I'm going to edit this out live.
I got the scoop right here, and you're going to love it, and you're going to be all about it as soon as I say it. It's going to be. This is what I'm saying. It's not guaranteed. It's going to be Moose.
That'd be awesome.
It's going to be Moose.
That would be awesome.
Right now, his contract is either expired or coming up on expiring in Impact. So he's doing all this teasing on Twitter and everything like that. He said it's funny how people are always trying to predict my next move, but next was spelled NXT. So, he's out here. He's just being a big old tease and everything like that. I can see him showing up, even if he does resign with Impact. I can see him showing up at AEW Dynamite because they have their cross promotion thing going right now.
Yeah.
Just to stir the pot a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's going to be Moose.
I didn't even think about Moose.
Moose was on my mind.
I was thinking about their. I wasn't thinking about their cross promotion thing until you just said his name. You teased me a little bit though. You said I'm gonna be all about it. I'm gonna love it. I was like,
you thought it was Jay Lethal.
Is he gonna say Jay Lethal? Josh is trying to win me over right now.
Oh, and he's right. Hot Tag is right. They do it. Moose and Omega got beef right now on Impact. So
yeah,
that'd be a good way to get him in on Dynamite. But yeah, Moose.
That's a hell of a pick. Could Rich Swann be a wild card?
Rich Swann could very well. That could be a good one too.
I'll go with since I don't believe Daniel Bryan's a realistic pick. I'm just saying that because he could.
Right.
He could very well come over. But I don't think that's a realistic pick. I'll go with Rich Swann just because I forgot about the inner promotion thing.
Word. Sounds good. Just extra point if you do get that right.
Yeah.
Okay. On to the next one. The Battle of Ages. You got Adam Hangman Page versus Brian Cage.
Put me down for Hangman. Easy. No thought about that one. Hangman easy. And he's going to...
I think I'm going to have to go with Hangman also. Depending on if there's any kind of shenanigans from Team Taz. But Cage already got one win on him. Page needs to start building himself back up. But this would be a good story if Omega is going to be holding that belt forever.
Mm-hmm.
If Cage beats Adam Page off of the top 5, and then Page has to work his way back up till he finally gets to Omega. Because Hangman's going to be the one to dethrone Omega. I have that penciled in. That's what's going to happen.
You think Hangman's the next champ?
He's the one that's going to beat Omega, 100%. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Page though as well. I think it would be a good story, but I don't know. I feel like he's got, even if Team Taz does try to get involved, you got the Dark Order there to even it out. So
I would have said Miro would be the one to dethrone Omega until this TNT title situation happened. Right. So yeah, I don't know. I can't see Hangman doing it, but I do see Hangman beating Brian Cage here. Only one person, only one victory for Team Taz, and that's going to be old Powerhouse.
Powerhouse. I can live with that. All right. Next one, the Battle of Nations. Apparently, Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. I'll give you a chance to speak on it because this has been a very divisive storyline. I know I like the fact that it is just storyline, and if you keep it in kayfabe, this is actually a very 1980s kind of storyline.
Yeah.
I don't know if that belongs in 2021, but I mean the setup and everything. That's my personal opinion. I wasn't around in the 80s.
Man, I barely was.
Count it.
Hey man. I'm gonna go with Ogogo. Only because he's looked like a damn killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Rocky 4 for sure. Any of the Rockies, if he dies, he dies. I don't know. I feel like Cody wasted an amazing promo on this match. The whole American Dream promo.
That was fire.
It was great, but like, why for this match? Like, we could have saved that one for a month or two from now. You pulled out one of your better promos for this mediocre match.
I hope that, I mean, for one, I think Cody is definitely underappreciated as one of the best promos in wrestling.
Yes.
Whenever he's got the passion for it, I don't know if there's anybody that can cut a more fire babyface promo.
Yes.
That's for sure. And yeah, when he said for one night only, I'm going to be the American Dream. Yeah. It was pulling at the heartstrings a little bit. Little tears started to feel. Somebody was cutting onions in the house. But yeah, I just don't. I don't see Anthony Ogogo not picking up the win here. Like you said, he looks like a killer. And if there's one thing Cody loves doing, it's putting over young talent.
Yeah.
So I think it's got to be Anthony Ogogo, and I look forward to him just draping that New Jack flag over everybody.
The loss doesn't hurt Cody, but it would definitely hurt Ogogo. It would take all the credibility of the murder that he just committed on Wednesday night.
Right. Exactly.
Austin Gunn destroyed that man.
Yep.
So yeah.
I think the flag is called a New Jack. Just off the top of my head, just.
What is it, the Puerto Rican flag?
What's up?
Is that the Puerto Rican flag?
No, it's the United Kingdom.
Oh, I'm tripping.
The British flag. Anthony Ogogo's from Britain.
Is he?
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, the reason I brought it back to that was just touch on real quick.
The Nations, yeah, you did say that. I'm tripping. My mind is elsewhere on that part.
Yeah.
You did say that.
I just wanted to touch on real quick, RIP New Jack.
Yes, RIP the New Jack. That was kind of out of nowhere because it didn't seem like. I think they said earlier in the day he was just like tweeting and cracking jokes on people, and then later on in the night he was just gone. Like it was not like, oh man, his health is declining and something's wrong. It was just gone.
It's tough, man. I mean, it just goes to show. We can all leave here in a minute.
Yep. Did they say what it was from? I didn't see that.
I didn't look too deep into it, honestly. I was never the biggest fan of New Jack. A little bit afraid of him, honestly. So didn't really look too much
into
into
it. Did you
it.
see Paul Heyman's promo on him?
On
Talking Smack?
Talking Smack? No, I didn't see that.
Oh, it was good. It was powerful. It was a good, powerful. Like you could see how much New Jack meant to him in that company. So, R.I.P. to New Jack for sure.
Right on. Continuing on. Next is the AEW Women's Championship, and actually, I spoke way too soon. This is definitely the easiest match to call. It's Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker. DMD. Yeah. Yes. The doctor's picking it up.
Easy call. They're practically if she doesn't win, they swerve this because this whole month has been like, all right, it's Britt Baker's time ultimately, and we're gonna celebrate Sheeta, and man, she had a long reign, and this, that, and the third, but it's like they're telling us it's time for this reign to come to an end.
Right.
So let's celebrate her for a week and let everybody know how great she was. But it's Britt's time. And I honestly agree. It's Britt's time.
And she had a hell of a run. Sheeta had a hell of a run. I got nothing bad to say about her title reign. The pandemic kind of got in the way. I think it may have been a lot shorter. There may have been more matches, but for what could have happened during the pandemic, she was a hell of a champion. Great reign. But it's just time. It's just that time.
And Britt is a great person to lead us out of the pandemic. Now the fans are coming back. You need Britt to have that belt. You're going to put it on your star.
Right. I do want to say the women's division is starting to look up. I get it. Hot Tag mentioned earlier, there's not a lot of personality in the women's division. They all just seem like really good wrestlers, kind of like the cruiserweight division in WWE. It's just a bunch of really good wrestlers, but not a lot of personality.
Yep.
Britt Baker is the most charismatic in the women's division. And then we're starting to get a few other ones come through, like Thunder Rosa. I still love Chris Statlander's gimmick. It's funny to me.
Yeah.
Maybe not world champion funny, but we got the women's division is starting to look up in. And then you have Jade Cargill coming through.
Like Jade.
Yeah, she's going to be a player.
Serena What's my girl that just had she just came back from the knee injury. Dang. She was in the Straight Edge Society.
Serena Deeb.
Serena, yeah. I like her a lot. I like her a lot, man.
You just mentioned Ty Conti. She has gotten way better than when she was in NXT.
Yeah.
Her against Sheeta, that match was fire. Had me on the edge of my seat. So there's a lot. There's a lot of good talent in AEW's women's division. It took a while to build up, but I think we're starting to get the ball rolling now, and I'm excited for it.
Is Britt Baker the Enzo Amore of the women's division?
If you mean the best talker and the most charismatic,
yeah, like the division was before Enzo went to the cruiserweight division, it was kind of like, but then he goes over there, he starts talking trash about everybody. They couldn't all talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? Granted, Britt can actually wrestle.
Yeah, she can.
But she also could talk, and it just kind of seemed like the promos from everybody else is Jade's better.
Yeah, if you want to make that comparison, sure.
Just the talking part, not the actual
nothing else. Nothing else. If you mean like even so, like just coming into a division that was pretty just much wrestling centric, and then a better talker came through and just dominated. Sure, she's in that category.
Or more charisma.
Right, but not for much longer, because I think Jade Cargill has all the charisma in the world.
Man, she looks good.
And she looks
great. I really
great.
like Serena Deeb, though, man. I'm glad she's back.
Oh, yeah. The woman of 1,000 holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great, too. So I'm looking forward to that also. But
I'm not disrespecting Britt. I'm giving her credit. I'm saying that she's a big part
you can't give anybody credit. You can't give anybody credit and Enzo in the same sentence.
Enzo brought credibility to the cruiserweight division. Nobody was watching them before Enzo went over.
Brought eyes, not credibility.
That's what I'm saying. He brought attention to it. Nobody was watching those guys.
Yeah, I would say, if anything, he diminished the credibility. But
and then when Enzo left, like nobody's watching it anymore.
That's fine. The cruiserweights got absorbed into basically NXT anyway. So my boy Santos held that division down this past year.
Yeah.
All right. Last match on this card. We can go up and get up out of here before the 90-minute mark. The World Championship, AEW World Championship. You got the champ Kenny Omega versus the piece of fruit Orange Cassidy versus the bastard Pac.
Put me down for Orange. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going. Put me down for Kenny Omega retaining. I would love to see the bastard. I would love to see him take the strap.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything about his wrestling. I like his promo. I like him. Period. Heel, face, everything. But it's too early for Omega's run to end.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm thinking the same way too. I'm going with Omega too. So, but because I think this one's kind of easy to call, you and me both going with Omega. Let's switch it up. Who takes the loss? Who takes the pinfall or the submission for it? I'm going to say who?
Orange Cassidy.
Okay, I'm going to say Pac.
You go Pac.
I think so. I think they haven't put any attention on Pac at all. Like it's been kind of building up towards Orange Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if AEW likes to do the same thing that WWE likes to do, where it's like, hey, I know I lost that triple threat, but you didn't pin me kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they're building towards an Orange Cassidy, Kenny Omega match solo. I could be wrong, but I think just because they shine light on Orange and not any on Pac, I think he's going to take the pin. Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that. And they are making emphasis on the fact that Orange took the power bomb, and you know it kind of hurt still. Kind of up. That's why I actually say that he's going to take the pin, but only because they've emphasized that injury. Like he couldn't continue after he got the power bomb.
I think what happened is Orange knocks out Pac to get revenge for it and is about to win, and then Kenny comes in and steals the victory.
I can see that happening. Knocks him out the way, pins the other guy.
I think so. I don't think it'll end in a DQ. I don't.
There is no DQ, is it?
Triple threats usually don't.
Yeah.
That's just what JT put in.
Yeah, I'm going with Omega. I don't see. What's he had the strap for? What? 4 months? 5 months?
No, because he won it. Yeah, because he won it back in December on the Winter is Coming.
Yeah.
Live event against John Moxley.
So almost 6 months now.
Almost 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, he might lose it at All In. He might.
Yeah.
It depends.
A few more months.
It actually makes sense because I was thinking throughout the podcast, I'm not going to switch it, but I do want to give a quick shout as to who might show up in the Battle Royal. And it's going to be Kenny Omega's opponent in August. Have you heard of this? Who he's going to be fighting in August?
Who's that?
So
Andrade.
Yes.
Yes, Andrade, yes.
He's going to be fighting down in Mexico.
Yes.
For the AAA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
He could show up at the Casino Battle Royal.
I did not even think about Andrade.
He could be the one to show up, get the win there. Maybe not even win, but just show up. But if he goes down, and I don't know if I would see Kenny holding all the belts for a while, but Andrade coming down in Mexico to win the AAA championship, does that set up Omega's downfall? Now he starts losing belts one at a time, and you go from August in Mexico to August, which is also when we have All Out or All In, one of the two.
Yeah.
So does that start the spiral of him losing belts?
It would be about time.
It'd be what, 9 months? About 9 months at that point?
Yeah. I I can see him start to drop belts about that time. Yeah.
Yeah. Part of in my head sees this belt collector gimmick as a long title run gimmick, kind of like the tribal chief, not on the same level, but in terms of length, I could see them being like, the tribal chief. We're talking about Roman holding that belt until next WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Kenny would hold it up until next Double or Nothing, but maybe a year-long title reign, maybe, is what I'm kind of seeing. It might not end up that way, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
I don't think anybody's beaten Roman for a while, and I don't think Roman is the best world heavyweight champion in all of professional wrestling. And all of professional wrestling.
Got you on the payroll, huh?
And number 2 is the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Oh my God, cut it off.
Kenny Omega would be number 3 before Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross, yes. Number 4 in the world isn't bad. Number 4.
Karrion Kross is like behind anybody. Who's the Ring of Honor world champion?
See, that's just mean.
Karrion Kross is behind that guy, whoever that is.
I think is it Roosh right now? It might be Roosh. I'm not sure.
If it's not Jay Lethal, it's not important.
Oh my God.
Omega's carrying the strap. He's gonna win.
I think he's got 3. He's got 3 belts right now, I think.
Yeah. Both hit the
AEW,
Impact.
And AAA. He's got 4 belts, but 3 championships.
Yeah. So, yeah, honestly, it's too early for him to lose it. That's an easy one.
I think so too. But that wraps it up. That's the whole shebang right there. So we pretty much agreed on everything except for what was the one that we didn't agree on? Sting and Darby Allin?
Yeah, we didn't agree on that. Because I can't see them lose, man. I mean, I can't see Darby going back-to-back L's.
That's fair.
Not like that.
It's going to come. So we're going to know very early in the night who won this predictions contest.
Yeah.
You're going to know very early in the night. I mean, the points will go to the Casino Battle Royal. Whoever wins if either of us get the TBA one, that'll be an extra point. So we could tie.
What we're both wrong, and it's somebody that
just way out there. It's wrestler A that we just created.
Oh my God, the Cowboy James Storm is here. Like, what? Who called that?
Who wanted that? That's gonna be my question. I love James Storm, but who wanted that?
Yeah, oh my God, the Big Show's in the.
Finally, get in there.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see that either. He's not 60, but his body is.
He's getting there, yeah.
I don't want to see that. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. We're heading into the 80-minute mark here. We're getting close.
Short, minuscule episode.
That's going to do it for episode number 32. If you are one of the people that has tuned in, thank you. We appreciate you. We'll try to get the whole gang back together on the next one. We appreciate you all. Thank y'all for watching. We'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace. I be forgetting my lines, man, on the way out.